what's going on? I've recently decided to record these whisper videos. I never thought that I'd ever really be doing it at all, actually. But I stumbled upon them one day when I was just browsing around YouTube, and I came up with it. And I started playing them. I'm thinking I'm the only person that actually gets chills when they hear soft tones or certain sounds or whatever it may be. Thought that was kind of cool that people actually have a whispering community. It was crazy. Whispering community, that's intense. No, but I wanted to target being a whisperer not only to achieve the goal of actually relaxing people through whispering, but also expanding my hobbies and my life by entering into a completely new market of listeners. By listening to other whisper videos, I've learned so much about other cultures and find it really interesting to hear what is actually going on across the world, in places I never thought I'd ever even speak to anybody there. And boom, before I know it, they're whispering into a mic, and I'm in the United States hearing it. I think that's really cool. There's something intriguing to me that people in Europe or any other country are blogging their interests to everyone, anywhere, all while being whispered. It's pretty cool that a harmless blogging can make you almost feel like you have a pen pal 5 to 10,000 miles away. I have no idea about personal experience within another country, so I like to hear what people are doing. I think that's cool. I think a lot of people in the United States are very, very, I wouldn't say sheltered, but almost arrogant or just short-sighted in that they don't really consider a lot of outside culture. And it's actually taught in a lot of universities and colleges here to start appreciating how people are in other cultures, because it makes a huge difference when we travel to other countries and we don't look like douchebags. But I do actually enjoy videos of people talking about themselves. I think that's I could listen to novels or reading or anything that people are talking about. But I like to hear what people are doing and compare it to what I'm doing. But there was something that I came across that I thought was the most interesting part about the whispering videos to begin with. What intrigued me the most. And by browsing through these people's videos, I've learned that certain videos become liked more than others, or certain whisperers are preferred over others. Certain quality, whether it be recording or whatever it may be, kind of like a personality versus somebody else's. And I happen to like one of the whispers from Norway. I think that's really cool. And he speaks pretty good English for being from Norway. But I thought it was cool, an example. He's like, I'm gonna take a ride to Sweden. I'm like, okay, I'll take a ride to the Holland Tunnel or Jersey. There's no Sweden in my future anytime soon. I think that's cool. If you guys don't know where the Holland Tunnel is, it's actually in New York. And that's where I'm from. New York. Which could be really cool to other people. Anywhere. Especially people who have never been to the United States. And usually it's a big tourist spot too. You see people coming into the United States, and the first place they'll want to visit is New York. Or at least one of them for that matter. So it is cool. But through the whispers and finding whispers, what struck my attention immediately was, now going back on how I said that people have their favorite videos, including myself, but these people will listen to videos, a single video, over and over and over every night before bed, or maybe in the smack in the middle of the day. But there are things that whispers talk about, or have talked about, products they use, electronics, music file sharing, going back on Norwegian whisper guy, his name is, I think it's Soothing Whisper. But the point is, when people listen to a 9-minute video every day, they remember things, facts, places, personal things, shared over a blog. This is when I realized this could actually be a gold mine. And that's how I sort of started coming up with the name of something related to advertising, subliminally. There are subliminal messages everywhere, even in advertising. I'm a business student, so I try to apply this. But I'm also a musician, and that was the main reason why I chose to do this. For an example, he spoke about Spotify. Spotify is like the United States version of the old Napster or Morpheus or LimeWire. And we can't touch Spotify. That's Europe. That's all Europe. But I looked it up, and I found myself sitting there. I'm like, I can't even believe I just went on my computer and searched what this random person from Norway was whispering about on a blog. I felt like a psycho. But I was like, how did he somehow I was reached by the conversation. And that was so intriguing. I said, oh man, I can reach other people then. I should be able to reach other people. Maybe with my ventures, what I want to do. Based on what people say, I can look it up just because they're from Wales. I looked up a map to Wales just because I think that's cool. It's like a pen pal. So I figured I could find ways to bring my life into it. And I looked down at these views and seen thousands, 20,000 views on these videos. He's a walking advertisement. And it's all part of this community. Now everyone is in front of their computer listening to this. Everyone will listen to this. It will relax them, but they're focused. If they're falling asleep, they lay there subliminally hearing what a whisperer is saying. It's perfect. That's what I thought was the coolest part. And I said, I could talk about my band. Because at some point, through the videos that I make, I'll be giving information on how to reach my band. And the people who are out there who are bored or want new music, I would say, go to facebook.com/ConTheVillain. CONTHEV as in Victor, ILLAIN, Con the Villain. And I think as a true test, based on how many views I get, we'll see how the play count goes on the Facebook. So time's up. This was my intro video to this.